The message I'm seeing in the cards that I have out on the table, and I'm going to show them to you in a second, is very clear. But the energy behind it is so big, it almost feels overwhelming. I've been working with this energy for a while. I've been sitting here for like over an hour now, trying to figure out how to communicate what it is that I'm feeling as I see these cards. And that's part of the message too. Spirit is saying that there is a destined, fated event coming up, and it's destined and fated because you created it. Certain decisions you made, certain thoughts you had, feelings you put out into the energy field have now had an effect, and they've actualized and they've alchemized and they've created what's unfolding now. And what's unfolding now is very intense, but it is 100% for your highest good. Okay? And it's going to feel good too. This isn't a blessing in disguise. This is a blessing with no mask and no disguise, but intense in form. Okay? So Spirit doesn't want you to get overwhelmed with the energy, even though it is going to be intense. Now, you have been getting messages about this for a long time. They've been trickling in. And the reason why they've been trickling in is because spirits wanted you to direct the flow of energy. If everything came to you all at once, like a tsunami, then you would be drowned out, washed away by the intensity of it all. You'd be flooded. So now is the last trickle in of information before what do I call it? Before everything transpires. Now, I know I'm keeping you in anticipation. It's one of the cards. But you have been in anticipation of this event as well. Okay, so nothing's really going to catch you by surprise. It's almost like you saw this. You've had a prophecy or a vision about this happening already. It's just like you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually happening. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Okay? So I feel like this message, the reason why you're receiving it is to let you know that you can direct the flow of this. There's also some kind of stamp of approval Spirit wants to give you on the decisions that you've made, and one last decision that you're going to make around this. I'm seeing judgment at the bottom here. Okay, so remember that as this thing happens, you control the flow of the energy. This is the biggest message here. So let's get into what we're talking about. There is a meeting, communication happening between two very powerful energies. And this is between you and someone outside yourself, but it's also at the same time, it's you with another aspect of yourself. This is a meeting that is going to create some deep integration in your soul, some deep awareness of what you've been avoiding and of a part of yourself that is powerful, but may scare you even a little bit. Okay, this powerful part of you is fierce. I'm hearing Gateway 8, okay, which is the Gate 8 is the Strength card, so it's like the fierce lion. It's a part of you that is courageous, brave, a little bit wild, but integrating this part of you and owning it and working with it at the level that you will bring a certain sense of satisfaction to you and a feeling of wholeness. Okay, there's a huge payoff feeling, like everything's paying off now. That's how I feel. Okay, so these two energies that are meeting, the energy outside of yourself is being represented here as the eagle, and you are being represented as the crow. But I also see that you can switch too. So how do I say? Sometimes you take on crow energy, and sometimes you take on eagle energy, and same for this other person that we're talking about. Okay, so let me show you the cards, and then we'll talk more about what's happening here. So what I'm seeing with these cards is that you communicated something profound. This could be at work, it could be in a relationship, it could be a creative project you put out there, some theory, idea you have. You put something out into the universe, and you said it with truth and confidence and courage. But I don't feel like you got the response that you were hoping for. So instead of sitting there at the window, calling out, saying your message over and over again, you turned your back and you said, what is meant to be will be. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. I can't waste much more time on this. I've done everything I can do. And you turned your back, but you never stopped anticipating a response to your call, because you felt it. You felt the future. You felt the manifestation. You felt the unfolding. You knew that there would be a response, but maybe you just didn't know when and how. So even though you turned your back after you put out your message, you've been sitting in anticipation for a while. And I'm seeing that. And this could be any area of life. This could be with work. This could be with living situation. This could be about a relationship. This could be about something spiritual. So you take it how it resonates. But the reason why I say that you never really abandoned something all the way, that you always kind of felt the energy and you always felt that this thing would happen, is because of this devil card that says addiction, dependency. But I'm not seeing this as a negative here. It's kind of like you had an energetic tie to the message you put out, or who the message was directed to, or what you were trying to pull in. There was something on the earthly realm, in the material world, that kept you stationed into this prophecy that you have, or that you had, and now is happening. So here it comes. The eagle is responding. The eagle has heard your call, and it's coming in quick, whatever this eagle represents. And it's coming in with a lot of openness. This card says openness on it. Soaring in. Responding to something you put out there. And it wants to connect with you. It wants to collaborate with you. It wants to integrate with you. Collaboration, the tree of life, these two inner energies forming something powerful together. The eagle and the crow aligned. So this is something at some point you thought, oh, this, you know what, I don't think this is ever really going to happen. But you always knew that the energy was there. You always knew that this, like, it's kind of a paradox feeling that you might have had for a while. Like, well, okay, it's not happening, but I feel it so strongly. So I'm not sure why it's happening now, but it is. Okay, so I'm going to get more into this reading and see what else comes through. But man, this is like the moment here. Okay, so I don't even want to put any of these cards away because they're all so powerful together. So let's look in further and find out what's going on here. tell me more about this eagle. Let's find out about the eagle. The sun. Yeah, it's so big. There's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of illumination. It feels like you spoke some profound truth, okay? And it couldn't be missed. It couldn't be unheard, okay? Somebody could not ignore the truth, or this energy that whatever the eagle's representing here was caught by how much significance something you said had on them and their perspective. There's something that this eagle has been desiring for a long time. And now it's like it's hit a moment. I'm hearing completion season. It's hit a moment where it's like, well, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to soar right to this call, right to this truth. And it's this, the eagle is answering the call, your call. Okay, so the eagle is the sun. That's beautiful. Very active energy too. You can see in all of these cards, masculine energy too with the sun. Like this is coming straight towards you. Okay, so tell me more about the eagle with the sun. Soaring. What is this? The hangman with a new perspective. Yes, the eagle has had a new perspective. The hangman. So this could be an energy that was holding off for a while. Things needed to get in order. Something needed to be restructured. Things needed to be reframed. Recuperated, I'm hearing. Like things had to switch and change for the eagle before it could leave its nest, before it could fly towards you, before it could answer the call. But it's coming in with this higher perspective, the hangman with the sun. This is divine illumination, divine faith. And what this eagle's bringing towards you is the energy of collaboration, but it's also like the energy of a great, how do I say, a great adventure. A great adventure. It's like the world is getting bigger for you. The world opens up for you is the feeling I have. Okay, so let me know more about your energy, the crow, the devil, and anticipation. Tell me more about this. The King of Wands. You had to hold yourself back from being too forceful about something or for taking some kind of action. And the Ten of Cups. Not only did you act and communicate with truth in your communication, but you also did it from a place of love. And that's what's being responded to, is the frequency of truth and the frequency of love. Your frequency of truth and love. The King of Wands and the Ten of Cups. While you were anticipating this energy to answer your call, and again, this doesn't have to be literal, like you called up a job and you've been waiting, this can be even much bigger. Maybe it's that. Maybe it is that for someone. It could be much bigger though. You're calling out to your future self, the eagle. Where are you, the me I want to become? And here you come, okay? Here you come. It could also be someone else that you're thinking about. You got to feel into the message. It's a general reading, so feel it out. What is it for you? You'll know. Your soul will know. But look at this beautiful energy. While you were anticipating, you created a lot of harmony in your life. There's many connections that you forged while in anticipation. But there was still something here, even though you forged a lot of harmony, even abundance, a lot of joy, a lot of connections, a lot of possibility, opportunity. There was still something that your heart was connected to that hadn't yet arrived. Okay, so tell me about this communication and collaboration. What is this all about? I feel like, I don't know where this I don't know. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Hold on a second. Let me get a little bit more. Seven of Cups and the Page of Cups. Somebody is coming to you for clarification, the Fool at the bottom. The Sun is coming to you for clarification. That's interesting. Eight of Swords. There's been a misreading of something, Ace of Swords, but now it's okay. So you put something out there, somebody didn't read it right, but now they see the truth. They weren't able to harmonize with the frequency of truth or maybe even of love because they were busy getting a new perspective on something. They were confused. Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Still trying to find their way and understand themselves or even what they have to offer. They have a lot to offer. You are in a very protective stance here, though, as they come towards you. Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands. This is like, well, here's the thing I've been anticipating, and it's looking pretty good. The Eagle, the Divine Faith card, the Sun, soaring, but why now? You still have your guard up around something, okay? So this is why we're having the reading too. So what does collective have their guard up about? The Fool, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Swords, and the Hierophant at the bottom. You're trying to protect a new path that you have, a new beginning that you have. You don't want to get hurt again. You don't want to be disappointed again. And even if this eagle represents a part of yourself that was confused before and now has had a perspective change and is saying to you, a part of yourself is saying, let's go ahead, let's do it, let's take this on, or let's go travel there, whatever this is, that you wanted to do before, but there's a part of you that worked really hard to lay that aspect of you to rest, or this other person, or this opportunity, or this potential, because it wasn't happening. But you never let go of it. You never let go of it. And what you don't let go of will always be around in some way. But this is more than it being around. This is it now responding to you, coming towards you, responding to your energy. And here you are like, wait a second, I don't know about this. This could cause me a lot of grief. This might interfere with my new beginning. This might not be the path that I want to take. Because it was so hard for me to convince myself that this wasn't going to happen, because I would see it happening all the time. I would feel it. Okay, so what is the guidance here for collective? The Four of Swords. I'm hearing something like you don't have to do anything, really. The Hierophant. Four of Swords and the Hierophant. You're well informed here. The Ace of Pentacles. The Sun. Look at the Sun here. It's the Ace of Pentacles. the Page of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Well, you do have a final say of whether you want this to whether you want this collaboration, this integration, this union. You do have final say over that. Should they? I guess is the big question. Should they? The Chariot, yes, you should. You should. The Tower, but it's intense. It's intense. But you manifested that. You manifested this. There's also an energy here of like, I won. I wanted this to happen and I won now that it's here. But it's not about winning. Two of Cups. It's about coming together. Okay, I feel like that's the message. I know I don't know. It's just a strange kind of energy, but that's the message I have. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.